What if I told you there's a method for manifesting money that feels so effortless? It almost feels like cheating. Sounds too good to be true, right? But it's happening right now, and it's blowing up the world of money manifestation. People are discovering that with just a small shift, they're unlocking a stream of wealth and abundance they never thought possible. And no, it's not about believing harder or doing more work. It's about something deeper, something unexpected that your brain has been waiting for. This method isn't about hustling for every penny or grinding through long hours of visualization. It's not about a magical affirmation that suddenly changes your life overnight. This is about tapping into a truth so profound that it feels like you've unlocked the secret code to money. The key is all about identity, not just your thoughts, but who you are deep down and how you show up to receive. Intrigued? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes you'll learn exactly how this new, revolutionary method works. You'll discover why traditional manifestation techniques fall short and how you can step into a reality where money flows to you with ease, almost like you've cracked the system. Ready to learn how this works? Let's dive in. Manifestation is a powerful tool, and many of us turn to it with high hopes of creating abundance, whether that's in the form of wealth, love, or success. However, despite our best efforts using techniques like visualization, journaling, and affirmations, the results often seem elusive. We may find ourselves repeating affirmations daily, visualizing our goals, and doing everything the manifestation experts suggest, yet we continue to feel stuck, unable to manifest the results we desire. This can be deeply frustrating, especially when we believe we are following the correct steps. So, why is there such a significant gap between the actions we're taking and the outcomes we're experiencing? The answer lies in a fundamental spiritual truth. Manifestation isn't just about action. It's deeply intertwined with the identity we hold. Often, when we try to manifest something, we focus primarily on the outward practices, the words we speak, the vision we hold, and the tasks we perform. However, if our internal identity doesn't match the abundance we desire, we won't be able to fully receive it. Your identity is the core belief system about who you are and what you deserve. If, on a deep spiritual level, you believe that you are not worthy of abundance or success, your efforts to manifest will be like building a house on an unstable foundation. The disconnect happens when our actions don't match the energy we hold within. We can visualize our dream life and write down affirmations about being successful, but if we internally see ourselves as someone who is always struggling, lacking, or not deserving of what we're trying to manifest, our efforts are in direct conflict with our inner beliefs. This creates a spiritual block that prevents abundance from flowing naturally. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, will reflect back to us what we truly believe about ourselves, not just what we consciously desire. On a spiritual level, manifestation requires alignment between who we are and what we want to create. It's not enough to simply want something. We must embody the version of ourselves who already has it. This means shifting our internal identity to match the abundance we are calling in. It's about embodying the belief that we are worthy of receiving, that success and prosperity are our birthright. Only then can the universe respond by bringing us the opportunities, clients, and financial abundance we seek. In this spiritual journey, we must recognize that our external actions are not the only factor in manifestation. The true power lies in understanding and transforming the identity that lives within us. When we shift our core belief system to one of abundance, deservingness, and ease, our manifestations will begin to align with our actions, and the results we seek will follow naturally. In the world of manifestation, we're often told that if we simply believe enough, we can manifest anything we desire. And while belief is undoubtedly powerful, it is not the only key to unlocking the abundance we seek. The true secret lies in the alignment between your internal identity and your external desires. This is where many people struggle. They may be following all the right practices, repeating affirmations, visualizing their goals, and taking inspired action, but they're still not seeing the results they desire. Why is this? The hidden barrier often lies in the fact that belief alone is not enough. Manifestation is not just about having a strong desire or holding a positive thought about what you want. At a deeper spiritual level, it's about transforming your identity, the way you see yourself and the world around you. If your inner identity does not align with the life you're trying to manifest, your efforts may fall short. You may be working hard, but if deep down, you don't believe you are worthy of the success, wealth, or love you're trying to attract, that internal conflict will prevent the manifestation from occurring. Think of it this way: manifestation is not just about wishing or wanting something. It's about becoming someone who can naturally attract what they desire. You must embody the person who already has those things, not just desire them. If you want to manifest abundance, you must align your internal sense of self with the energy of abundance. This means shifting your core beliefs about what you deserve, your capacity for success, and the possibilities available to you. Until your identity matches the reality you want to create, the universe won't be able to reflect back the abundance you are trying to bring in. Your internal identity is shaped by your beliefs, experiences, and the stories you tell yourself. If you identify with lack, struggle, or not being good enough, those beliefs will create energetic blocks that prevent manifestation. No matter how hard you work or how positive your affirmations are, you cannot bypass these deeply ingrained beliefs. They are a filter through which you experience the world, and they directly affect how you perceive opportunities, relationships, and your own worthiness. The key to effective manifestation is in aligning your identity with your desires. This means adopting the mindset of the person you wish to become, the person who is confident, successful, and deserving of abundance. It's about healing the inner wounds and limiting beliefs that hold you back from fully stepping into that version of yourself. When your internal identity shifts to match your external desires, manifestation becomes an effortless flow as the universe responds to the energy you are now vibrating at. This alignment is the real magic that unlocks your ability to manifest with ease. At the heart of manifestation lies a deep spiritual truth. Our identity is the lens through which we perceive and interact with the world. It shapes not only our thoughts but also our actions, and often these influences occur on a subconscious level. The problem arises when the identity we formed is based on limiting beliefs about ourselves, especially around money and success. If you've been raised in an environment where struggle, scarcity, and hard work were the dominant narratives, it can be incredibly challenging to break free from those ingrained patterns. Yet these beliefs directly shape the financial reality you experience, especially when it comes to manifesting abundance. Our identity forms the foundation of how we show up in the world, and when it revolves around scarcity or struggle, it becomes nearly impossible to receive the prosperity we desire. If deep down you identify as someone who is always struggling to make ends meet, or someone who never seems to have enough, your actions and energy will align with those beliefs, even if your conscious mind wants to attract abundance. Manifestation at its core is about aligning your thoughts, energy, and actions with the reality you want to create. But if your identity doesn't support that reality, you will unconsciously push away the opportunities that could lead to it. This dissonance occurs because the brain, which is wired to protect and keep us safe, naturally seeks what it knows. It gravitates toward what feels familiar, even if it's a state of lack or hardship. The brain doesn't easily embrace abundance, ease, or prosperity if it has not learned to associate these with safety and comfort. This is why even when we consciously desire wealth, success, or freedom, our unconscious beliefs about our own worthiness and the nature of money can create barriers. Manifestation becomes difficult because the brain defaults to the identity it knows best, which in the case of scarcity will reject abundance as a threat to the status quo. For manifestation to be truly effective, your identity must align with the abundance you are trying to attract. You must see yourself as someone worthy of receiving wealth and success. You must shift from an identity rooted in struggle and limitation to one grounded in abundance and possibility. This doesn't mean you need to ignore the practical steps of manifestation, such as taking action and visualizing your goals. Rather, it's about changing the energetic imprint of your identity. When your identity shifts to one of abundance, your actions and choices naturally flow toward opportunities that align with that new sense of self. In spiritual terms, this shift requires deep self-awareness and healing. You must release the old stories of lack and scarcity and replace them with a new story, one that supports the life you desire to live. When you align your identity with the energy of abundance, manifestation becomes less about effort and more about allowing. It's about becoming the person who already has what you desire energetically and vibrationally so that the universe can respond in kind. Only then will money and success flow to you effortlessly. Manifestation is not only a spiritual practice, but also a process that is deeply intertwined with the way our brains operate. The brain, in its essence, is designed to ensure our safety and survival. It does this by seeking what it knows, what is familiar, predictable, and comfortable. In many cases, safety equates to familiarity, even if that familiarity is rooted in lack, struggle, or limitation. Our brains naturally resist anything that feels uncertain or outside the scope of what we have previously experienced, including abundance and success. This resistance to change is a key reason why manifestation can sometimes feel like an uphill battle. One of the primary reasons for this resistance lies in a part of our brain called the reticular activating system, RAS. The RAS functions like a filter, determining what information from the vast amount of sensory input we receive every day is relevant and worthy of our attention. It is directly connected to our beliefs and perceptions, meaning that it filters out opportunities, experiences, and even people that do not align with our current worldview or identity. If your identity is tied to beliefs of scarcity or lack, the RAS will unconsciously disregard or fail to notice opportunities that don't fit this narrative. Even if your desires for wealth, abundance, or success are strong, the brain's RAS will ignore any opportunities that challenge these ingrained beliefs. The reason manifestation often feels challenging is because we're trying to attract something that doesn't match the comfort zone our brain has built around our identity. If your core belief is that you're not worthy of abundance, your RAS will filter out potential chances to receive it even when they're staring you in the face. This is why, despite your best efforts in visualization, affirmations, and other manifestation practices, you might not see the changes you desire. Your brain is simply not wired to notice or accept opportunities for abundance because they don't fit the filter of what it believes to be true about you and your life. To truly manifest your desires, you must consciously reprogram your brain to accept new possibilities and perspectives that align with your goals. This is not an easy task, but it is entirely possible with consistent effort. Reprogramming your RS requires shifting your internal identity and beliefs about what you deserve and are capable of achieving. You must intentionally start believing that abundance, wealth, and success are not only possible, but are your birthright. Through techniques like affirmations, visualizations, and meditation, you can begin to override the limiting beliefs that your brain has been conditioned to follow. As you consistently focus on new thoughts and beliefs that align with your desires, your RAS will start to shift, and it will begin to notice opportunities for success and abundance that it once filtered out. This change takes time, but as your brain starts to accept these new beliefs, manifestation will begin to flow more effortlessly. The universe will respond, not just because of your conscious efforts, but because your brain has now been trained to align with your deepest desires. Traditional manifestation techniques often promise great results, but many of us find that despite following them diligently, we still struggle to manifest our desires. Techniques like visualization, affirmations, and journaling are powerful tools, but they focus mainly on thoughts and actions without addressing a deeper, more critical component: identity transformation. Manifestation is not just about thinking positively or taking action, it is about becoming the person who is capable of attracting and receiving the very things you desire. If you don't shift your internal identity, your external reality will remain unchanged, no matter how many times you repeat affirmations or visualize your goals. At the spiritual level, manifestation goes beyond simply changing your thoughts. It involves a profound transformation of your sense of self, your core beliefs, emotions, and identity. If your internal identity is not aligned with your desires, no amount of action or positive thinking will bridge the gap. You can say all the right words and take all the right steps, but if your underlying belief system is misaligned with abundance, success, or love, manifestation will feel like a constant uphill battle. Your thoughts and actions are important, but they are only the surface level. The real change needs to happen at a much deeper level, within your nervous system and emotional state. One of the biggest reasons why traditional manifestation methods fall short is that they overlook the role of the nervous system. The body and mind are intricately connected, and if your body is not in alignment with your desires, your manifestations will be blocked. The nervous system controls our responses to stress, fear, and uncertainty, and when it is in a state of fight or flight, it is almost impossible to manifest abundance. Our brains and bodies are wired to seek comfort and safety, which often means resisting change or new experiences that feel uncertain. Therefore, if you are not able to regulate your nervous system, your body will reject the changes needed for manifestation, even if your conscious mind is ready to embrace them. True manifestation requires more than just aligning your thoughts and actions with your goals. It requires rewiring your brain and nervous system at a neurological level. This means changing your emotional state, learning how to regulate your body's responses, and shifting your nervous system to a state of safety and abundance. Only when your body feels safe to receive what you are manifesting will you begin to see the true power of manifestation unfold. The spiritual journey of manifestation requires both internal and external alignment. It involves rewiring your brain to accept new beliefs about yourself and your world. This may involve techniques like breathwork, meditation, or other practices that regulate the nervous system and help you cultivate emotional harmony. When your emotional state aligns with your desires, manifestation becomes an effortless flow, and the universe will naturally begin to reflect back what you are now energetically aligned with. This is the deeper work that is often missing from traditional manifestation practices, and it's the key to truly creating the life you desire. Manifesting money is not just about wishing for abundance, it's about aligning your mind, body, and energy with the frequency of wealth. If you've been struggling to manifest financial abundance despite your best efforts, it's likely because manifestation is not simply about thoughts and actions, it's about transforming your identity. This three-part method to manifest money is designed to help you rewire your brain, regulate your nervous system, and take aligned action to create lasting change in your financial reality. Here's how it works. Step 1. Regulate the nervous system. Before you can begin to manifest money, it's essential to regulate your nervous system. The nervous system is the gateway through which all manifestation energy flows. If you are stressed, anxious, or operating in a fight or flight state, your body is in survival mode, and it will be impossible to attract abundance. In order to manifest effectively, you must first bring your nervous system into balance. One powerful tool to achieve this is breathwork. By practicing conscious breathing, you can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that promotes calm, safety, and healing. Try a simple breathwork technique. Inhale deeply through your nose twice, then exhale slowly and fully through your nose. As you do this, relax your body and focus on grounding yourself in the present moment. Doing this for just a few minutes each day can help calm the body and mind, preparing you for the deeper work of manifestation. Once your nervous system is regulated, your body will be more open to the shifts you're about to make, allowing you to manifest money with greater ease. Step 2. Rewire your identity. The second step is to rewire your identity to align with the abundant reality you want to create. Manifestation is not just about wishing for something, it's about becoming someone who embodies the energy of what they want. To do this, you must shift your subconscious beliefs and internal identity to match the person who already has the wealth, success, and freedom you desire. Begin by affirming new beliefs about money and abundance. Choose phrases that feel powerful to you, such as, "Money flows to me easily," "I am worthy of wealth," or "I am financially abundant." Repeat these affirmations daily, allowing them to sink deep into your subconscious. As you do this, feel the words in your body. Visualize yourself living the life of abundance you desire. When you rewire your identity in this way, you start to energetically align with your desires, and your subconscious mind will start working in your favor. Step 3. Respond with aligned action. The final step is to take aligned action. Manifestation requires more than just thinking and feeling. Action is essential to cement the changes within your brain and identity. However, this isn't about overworking or hustling harder. Instead, it's about taking small, purposeful actions that align with your new identity as someone who attracts abundance. For example, if you've been affirming that you are worthy of financial success, take an aligned action such as raising your rates, launching a new offer, or seeking out higher-paying clients. The key is to act in a way that reinforces your new identity. When you take these small but powerful steps, you send a message to your brain that you are embodying your new identity, and this further strengthens the neural pathways that support your transformation. By following these 3 steps, regulating your nervous system, rewiring your identity, and responding with aligned action, you will align your body, mind, and spirit with the abundance you seek. Manifesting money will no longer feel like a struggle, but rather an effortless flow of energy that aligns with your true worth and potential. Trust the process and allow yourself to become the person who naturally attracts the wealth and success you deserve. In the journey of manifestation, one of the most powerful and often overlooked aspects is the role of repetition and reinforcement in cementing a new identity. Manifestation is not just about visualizing your desires or wishing for them to appear. It's about becoming the person who can receive and hold what you desire. This transformation requires consistent effort to shift your internal identity, and the key to making this shift permanent lies in repetition. Repetition is the sacred rhythm of change, helping the brain accept and integrate new beliefs about who you are and what you deserve. The brain is incredibly powerful but also very habitual. It forms neural pathways based on repeated thoughts, actions, and emotions. When you start the process of manifestation, especially at the identity level, the brain initially resists these new beliefs because they don't fit the old, established patterns of thought. If your identity has been built around scarcity, fear, or struggle, it will take time for your brain to accept a new reality of abundance, ease, and success. To shift this, you need to repeatedly engage with the new identity you are trying to create. This can be through affirmations, visualizations, or consistently acting as if you are already the person who has what you want. The more you repeat these actions, the more your brain will start to form new neural pathways that support your new self. Repetition is essential because the brain needs evidence of your new identity to fully accept it. Every time you repeat an affirmation or take aligned action, you provide your brain with proof that this new version of you is real. Your reticular activating system, RAS, a part of the brain that acts as a filter for information, starts to look for evidence of this new identity in your reality. As you reinforce your new beliefs and identity, the RAS will begin to filter in opportunities, people, and circumstances that align with the version of yourself that you are embodying. The more consistent you are in reinforcing this new identity, the more your external reality will begin to reflect your inner transformation. This is where manifestation begins to feel effortless. As your brain becomes familiar with your new identity, it starts to notice opportunities and alignments that you might have missed before. Abundance, success, and opportunity are always present, but it is only when your brain is aligned with the energy of these things that it starts to see them clearly. When you are clear about your identity and desires, the process of manifestation becomes far less about struggle and far more about allowing. The more you reinforce your new self with repetition, the more the universe will reflect this clarity back to you. Opportunities will flow naturally, and your dreams will begin to unfold with greater ease. Repetition is not just about doing the work, it's about becoming the work. You will start to notice that manifestation doesn't require effort, but rather alignment with your truest self. And there you have it. This new method is truly transforming the way we manifest money, and it's nothing short of revolutionary. If you're ready to embrace this identity shift and watch your financial reality change, I encourage you to take action and start integrating these steps into your life today. But before you go, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one thing you're going to change about your identity to start manifesting money with ease? Let me know your thoughts, your breakthroughs, or even your questions. Let's continue this conversation. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more powerful tips to elevate your manifestation game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.